guys, it's your girl Gemma, Gemma, and I am live on 7 Questions at Nash TV. I think I started music because I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the idea of creating. I fell in love with the feeling of playing, and I started from such a young age. I think my first solo, I was 6 years old. So I don't really know if I chose the music industry or if music just chose me. I think growing up in Zimbabwe, the musicians that really made a massive impact on the music I make were people like the late great Oliver Mutukudzi, Bob Nyabinde, Thomas Mapfumo, Chioniso, and I listened to a lot of that music growing up. And then when I got into high school, I started really getting into Zim dancehall, and I was a massive fan of the Gaffa of Winky D. And currently today, I think people that are really inspiring me in the music scene are people like Nati O and Enzo Aishal, like Kyla Black, like Feli Nandi. I think the list of amazing creatives and amazing musicians in Zimbabwe alone is growing, and it's so huge and very inspirational. So Hello Hi, the podcast, was, I guess, a brainchild of just sitting down and having conversations with creatives. Creatives to creatives, what are we doing right? How did the journey come about? Because every artist has such a different story, and I think just being in rooms with different creatives over the last decade in the music industry, I've learned so much from listening to how people approach their art. And I thought it would be a really lovely platform, not just for Zimbabwean creatives, but African creatives and the diaspora, to celebrate these journeys, celebrate how the African creatives have gotten to where they are, and ultimately celebrate Zimbabwe in a beautiful way. So yeah, I hope you like Hello Hi. I think the way that I approach music very much is intertwined with whatever is going on in my life, whatever is going on in each week, each day, things like that. I think some of the best music comes out of honesty. And a great example of that was Ndicha Tarisa, a song that I wrote when I was genuinely looking to God and crying for help and support because I was going through something so big in my own life. And I think that song really resonated with so many people because you can feel the authentic, the truth that I was singing, I guess, through that song. So for me to be able to connect my everyday life and these real moments with music is incredibly important. Yes, 2025 is debut album year, which I am so excited about. I have released EPs before, but this is my first full album, and it is called Gemma. It is 16 tracks, and it's coming out on the 23rd of May. So I'm so excited about this project. It has such a story of, I guess, the last 10 years of being in the industry as Gemma. And it's the story of a girl from Harare hustling in the city to make it as a creative. And I'm very excited to announce for the first time that I have some incredible features on the project. My very good friend Nati O is coming back for a feature on the Gemma project. Feli Nandi, this is my first time ever working with Feli, and she's such a queen, and I'm so excited for the track we wrote together. I featured an artist from Victoria Falls called Naishe, and a Nigerian feature. I am fangirling so hard over this, but Peruzi is on the album as well. Yeah, Gemma, the album, I wanted to not just make about music, but also make about the visual element. So it is a complete visual album as well. Every single song has visuals to it, has a story, and that means that you can put the whole thing up on your screens and watch the album from beginning to end and see different parts of Harare, different parts of Zimbabwe, and yeah, I guess have a whole sensory experience, and not just with your ears but with your eyes as well. My gosh. Okay, so cheeky chili. Yeah, I guess I love a taste of home. I love Zimbabwean food. I love Zimbabwean flavor, and I guess, you know, traveling so much as a creative and missing home, it's a really nice way to just put a little bit of Zimbabwe in my bag, you know. It goes really well with nori rice, which is one of my favorite things, and yeah, I'm just keeping it spicy.